We are a nation of animal lovers, with nearly half of British households keeping all sorts of pets. But we're seriously underestimating their capabilities. Pets may be small, but their brains are huge.
They're super smart.
Teaching them tricks is a brilliant way to keep them happy and healthy.
Yes!
Exercising their mind and body.
We've loved doing this. Loki, get your bag. And over here. Good boy.
Just having a pet has health benefits for us.
I get a really warm feeling from that.
And it seems we're either teaching our own animals tricks or spending hours watching amazing and funny pets online. But how do owners get their pets to do all these incredible tricks?
Hello, catch. Wait.
Guess what? It's not as hard as it looks. Now there's an extraordinary school where ordinary pets
Good boy.
can be taught incredible things.
Man and beast in perfect synchronicity.
It's worked wonders for me. Could you get that for me?
Hello?
Oh, tell them I'm busy.
You haven't taught me that.
Good boy. Thank you, Spencer. So if you are itching to teach an old dog, or indeed any animal, new tricks, I know just the place to go. That's just what I wanted. How much sugar did you put in that? Untap your pet's potential at Pet School. Located in some stunning Sussex countryside, the Pet Training School is a place where lives change.
School days are meant to be the best days of your life, and when your school is in a place like this, you can kind of see why. The Pet Training School welcomes creatures both great and small for some very unusual lessons.
Teaching everything at the school are two world-class trick trainers, partners, Jo Rosie Havenden and Nando Brown.
One of the reasons we started Pet School is so that we can give the owners the ability to enrich their animals' lives.
The more training that you do with your animal, the better bond you're going to have with them and the happier they're going to be.
The experts will be teaching all kinds of species, from easygoing domestic pets to rarer and more challenging animals.
She just makes it look so easy.
The beauty is that you can train pretty much anything. If it's got a central nervous system, we can train it.
This week, their challenging pet is a farmyard favourite,
We have got a chicken
while the more trainable animal is one of man's best friends.
and a golden retriever.
It's exciting.
They've come to learn how to make muddy paw prints a thing of the past. We make a home visit to help a border collie perform random acts of kindness.
It's made our day, hasn't it?
And our star pupil is a dancing horse, an expert at a special kind of hoofing.
Look at that!
Yay!
The trick the trainers will be teaching at school this week is an internet favourite. There are thousands of pets performing the wipe your feet trick online.
Your feet. Good boy.
And first to take on today's challenge is a highly trainable animal that's been taught to hunt, guard and search for centuries. The dog. This one is Bailey, a golden retriever owned by Katrina.
Katrina, how old is Bailey?
He's 5.
Tell me about him.
So Bailey is a pets therapy dog. He goes to an elderly home.
And he just soothes them
He
by
does.
the sheer power of his loveliness.
Yeah.
Making regular visits to elderly homes means wiping one's paws would be especially useful for Bailey.
And you're confident? You have no worries at all about today?
I don't like to say I'm confident, because obviously you're working with animals, so
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Research has found dogs can understand over 160 words. Let's hope wipe, yaw and feet are 3 of them. Today's trick is one Jo Rosie has perfected with her own dog, Archie.
Get back. Sweepsy.
The first step is to train your pet to a clicker.
When we're teaching them to do anything, we can use the clicker to say, that is exactly what we want, so that they do it again.
Clicked at the precise moment the pet does what you want, and followed by a treat, the animal learns to associate the sound with doing a good thing and develops a desire to repeat it for another treat.
This trick is wipe your feet or hooves or paws. The first step is you put food either on the mat or under the mat, and this prompts the animal to scratch. You can click and treat when they do. Then you remove the food and click and treat when the animal scratches. And then you can start adding distance by stepping away and pointing to the mat to get the animal to continue to scratch on the mat.
Jo Rosie's had time to perfect the trick with Archie, but can she get someone else's dog to master it in just a day?
Bailey, and how old is Bailey?
He's 5.
He's beautiful. He's a golden retriever.
Yes.
All the pets that attend the school have had some practice at home, but this is where the hard work really starts.
We're going to show Bailey the treats. Ooh, sausages. Dogs are easy to train because not only are they highly food motivated, but they're also incredibly social. And we're going to let him investigate. And to start with, he'll sniff, but eventually he will use his paws to try and get them.
Bailey's certainly interested in the treats, but can't quite figure out how to deal with the mat.
He likes the hay.
Bailey may be taking his tentative first steps into trick training, but look online and you'll find there are plenty of highly food-motivated and eager-to-please pups performing hundreds of tricks. 7-year-old Jasmine is an online superstar who's had millions of views, and almost every trick she's learned has been taught with simple click and treat training. Bailey gets off to a slow start. The pooch seems a lot keener on sitting on the mat than scratching at it.
Wipe. Billy, wipe your feet, darling. We've had enough.
He's definitely told me he's too tired. He is a bit like a couch potato. He does love his time on the sofa.
When it comes to dog training, less is more. Research shows that dogs enjoy training more and learn faster when given breaks. And after a breather, Bailey starts responding with a scratch and finally seems to be on the right track.
Good boy. Good boy.
Jo, Rosie and Nando don't just train at the pet school, they also make home visits to keen pet owners.
Good boy. Well done.
This week, Nando's heading to the coast to take on an ambitious training project.
I specialise in training dogs. However, I have turned my hand to training cats, chickens, they're really good fun, and probably the most unusual would be a koi carp.
21-year-old Shannon and her 18-month-old border collie Loki are from Brighton and are BFFs.
I cannot even put into words how special Loki is. He's helped me get over a massive low point in my life. I suffer with anxiety. Loki, to put it short, is my rock. He helps me get up in the morning. If I am having a bad day, he'll come over and he will not leave me alone for the whole entire day.
Hey, he's super cute, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the cutest little dog.
Hello, buddy. How's it going?
As a collie, Loki naturally loves training and is eager to please. So Shannon wants to challenge him with a fun task to occupy his clever brain.
OK, what we're going to be doing with him?
I saw a video online of a dog in a little remote-controlled car.
This is unusual.
Yeah.
This is not something that you see every day, is it?
This clip of Barry, a Bedlington Terrier, in his remotely controlled car has had thousands of online views. Thanks to a gradual introduction to the toy,
OK, this is going to be interesting.
Barry now loves transport and even rides a tricycle. Dogs have a sensitive learning period up to the age of 4 months, but can continue to learn as adults if new experiences are introduced with a positive association. Keen to build on her firm bond with Loki, this clip has given Shannon a big idea. Although at 18 months, her dog is going to need a careful introduction to what is a very challenging trick.
I'm going to teach Loki to get into his little car. He's going to drive around the promenade in Brighton and he's going to get out and get little bags and give them to people, making people happy, essentially.
Amazing. Look.
But before anything can happen, Loki has to get used to his new ride. So while Nando operates the car, he gets Shannon to feed Loki his favourite chicken snack.
Good boy.
To give the toy a positive association. To get 4 legs into 4 wheels, Nando's plan is to lure Loki into putting 1 paw on the seat, then click and treat. He wants to build this up with another paw and another until Loki is eventually sitting in the car. It's a technique that can be used to teach your pet to sit anywhere at home, on a chair or in their bed. When the dog's comfortable, Nando will start adding a little movement and only click and treat after the car has moved. Over time, the distance travelled can be increased further and further. But even getting Loki to the starting line for this trick is proving difficult.
As soon as he's reaching over, I need you to lift your hand right up so that he comes in, and to get that, he'll want to sit. Loki's got to get in the car's got to move, he's got to get out of the car, he's got to pick up an object out of a basket, he's got to orientate towards a person, give them the object. That's a mammoth task.
Even working with a whip-smart collie, Nando's got a massive job on his hands. Back at pet school, it's time to see if Joe, Rosie and Katrina have succeeded in teaching Bailey to wipe his feet.
Very best of luck.
Thank you very much. Bailey, come.
Let's see if the clever golden retriever lives up to his breed's super-smart reputation.
Stay.
Starting from a distance
Bailey. White feet.
and approaching on cue,
Bailey.
Come on, Bailey.
he arrives at the mat to wipe alternate paws.
Feet are definitely clean.
You just made that look so easy.
True to species, Bailey nails it and even throws in a little extra something for the crowd.
I love the sign. Can I come in? Look! This beautiful moment when they feel so much pride and suddenly all the training they've done has paid off.
I was so proud of him. And, you know, you could just see the joy in his face. He was going around with the treat in his mouth, telling everybody and showing everybody. So, yeah, he was really happy.
Good boy. He's a good boy.
After Bailey's piece of animal magic, I'm popping to the paddock to welcome a visiting star pupil to the school.
Let's go, come.
Mr. Bean and his trainer Rebecca met and fell in love 13 years ago. He was a freakishly large 4-year-old Highland pony who'd outgrown his home. She was a ballerina looking for a dance partner. Since then, they've been performing together across Europe.
Catch!
Look at that!
When you first started, when he was 4, were you his trainer then?
Yes, he was what we call unbroken, so you
Yeah.
couldn't ride him or
Right.
anything. We trained him to be ridden, and then after a while, we realised he was pretty smart and that he wanted to learn lots of things. So
It's just so beautiful.
so now he has a whole plethora of tricks.
Yes.
The very first trick we taught him was just to cross his legs like this as the start of a dance. And this took,
Just
believe it or
It's
not,
synchronised.
a long time.
I can easily believe that. How is that synchronised like that?
My approach with Mr. Bean was to start with clicker training, which is kind of a scientific shortcut to making it a really fun game for them. I think what we've ended up with is a really good relationship where we really understand each other and we work well together.
I was hoping there's something I could maybe do with him.
Okay, let's
Okay,
give it a go.
okay,
And what
yeah.
you're going to do is you're going to
Yeah.
stand facing forwards. You use your right hand to tickle him on the neck there. And, oh, they're off. Oh. Here we go, go.
A tickle on the neck is Mr. Bean's cue to break into a dance routine Rebecca has trained him in. So despite my fancy footwork,
Look at that. Man and beast in perfect synchronicity.
it's my equine partner that's leading.
Look at this.
And I'm just following along as best I can.
You're an absolute natural. I love it. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you so much for bringing him. It's been just wonderful.
Coming up, more tricks. And our trainers take on the mighty task of teaching a chicken.
We've had to take a little break because I think she's just about to lay an egg.
Egg stops play.
And we find out if Loki the Border Collie makes it as a delivery driver.
Good job. Good boy.
Today, our pupils are learning a trick that could make muddy paw prints around the home a thing of the past. We've already seen a golden retriever triumph. But now the stakes are raised with the school's next pupil. It is, of all things, a chicken. More used to being the star of, say, Sunday lunch than trick training, this wild card is a real challenge for the trainers.
The problem with chickens is they can become very distracted, particularly in new environments.
What, you mean like a school? Boo here is owned by Laura. She's taken the extraordinary decision to train her beloved bird in order to give her a confidence boost.
Boudica or Boo.
Boo, very handsome hen. How many other hens have you got?
I've got 9 at the moment. She's very much the bottom of the pecking order.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, poor little Boo. So she's very feisty because of that.
So headstrong,
Very.
holds her own.
Yeah, she's very keen to kind of please me.
Chickens have been found to recognise over 100 different faces of people or animals, so this is no bird brain. If she can focus, Boo's got the potential to master this trick. Although these flightless birds are rarely trained, Jo Rosie knows teaching an animal is easier if you adapt one of its regular behaviours.
Chickens naturally scratch when they're looking for food, so we're going to put some wood chippings down and we're going to put a little bit of food underneath. If you can make the chicken feel comfortable, they're actually very, very good at working out exactly what they need to do in order to get their meal.
Boo soon finds the food,
So she's found the food and we're hoping we're going to get some of that scratching.
but is disinclined to scratch and quickly loses focus.
The reason I say bird brain, it isn't usually because they're not intelligent, it's just because they can't train for very long.
Who would want to train a chicken, you may ask? Well, look online and you'll find we're not alone. The birds can learn, as they're very inquisitive, food-motivated, intelligent and agile. Did you know chickens can jump? In the wild, flightless birds sleep or roost in trees for safety. With a jump and a flap, even domestic chickens have been known to clear a 4-foot fence.
White feet.
Back at the school, Boo is showing signs of picking up the basics of the foot wipe.
Good girl. Oh, good girl.
But just as success is in sight, a very species-specific problem puts a stop to training.
We've had to take a little break because I think she's just about to lay an egg.
Oh, that's nice. Can we see that?
That's the
Training
thing.
suspended.
Yes.
Egg stops play.
Yes.
The average hen lays up to 300 eggs a year. Let's hope Boo is stopping at just 1.
Have that for lunch.
As with the big test coming up soon, she needs to get cracking. Back in Brighton,
Loki, stop watching Friends.
the time for training is nearly up for one young collie and his owner. Shannon suffers from anxiety, but the love and support she gets from being with Loki has helped her deal with this condition.
Loki in himself is a random act of kindness to me. He brings a smile to my face every day, and it'd be nice for him to bring a smile to other people's faces.
It's time for Shannon to share some of the Loki love with the inhabitants of Brighton.
He's got to get into his little car, he's got to drive around the promenade, and then he's got to get out, get a little bag from the front of his car and give it to people.
For Loki, just learning to sit in a moving car has been a huge journey. Add in carrying and distributing goodie bags, and it's a massive challenge.
If we do this, we could do anything. Get some big no, legs. Let me get.
Now it's the big day, and with gift bags bulging with seaside trinkets,
Come on. Good boy.
it's time to see if Loki has mastered his task and is ready to spread the love. Step 1, just get in the car.
Good job.
And it's all 4 paws in, no hesitation, no problem. But will Loki stay on board when the motor starts moving? Indeed he will. And now the collie sets off down the promenade. Ready to embark on the next stage of the trick and deliver Shannon's random acts of kindness, handing out gift bags to total strangers.
Loki, go and get a bag from up there. Good boy, this way. There you go. Good boy. Good
It's a
job.
tricky task that involves targeting, carrying and delivering.
They're free.
It's the most maddest thing I've seen, and it's wonderful. Keep up the good work.
An act of kindness is lovely.
Yeah.
It just makes you want to go
Yeah.
on and do an act of kindness
Yeah.
for somebody else.
The clever collie hands out a dozen bags with a little helping hand from Shannon.
Boy.
It doesn't happen on a daily basis, so for me it's a surprise. Like, just knows that nice people are around.
2 weeks ago, Loki didn't drive and didn't deliver gift bags. But positive training techniques, love and long hours have changed all that.
That went absolutely amazingly. I could not have asked any more of him. He was fantastic, he was focused. I think we have got a lot stronger because of this.
That's the big benefit of training. It's not just about acquiring skills,
White feet.
it really builds a new level of connection with your pet.
There we go.
But can this chicken, with its tiny brain, figure out how to wipe its feet on cue?
I'm feeling a bit anxious, but I'm sure Boo's going to do really well. I've got every confidence in her.
Now is the time to find out.
Well, Laura, I can't pretend I'm not thrilled. I mean, we're about to see a hen wipe its feet.
I know, amazing.
This
Well, we
is
hope we're about to see a hen wipe its feet.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Are you ready?
I think so.
The moment has arrived. Good luck, Boo.
Good luck,
Okay.
Boo.
Across the world, dogs are trained to react to verbal commands, but can a chicken really respond to an instruction?
Wipe your feet.
Come on, Boo. Good girl. Wipe your feet.
Wipe with one foot.
Nice.
With echoes of a drunken uncle trying to moonwalk at a wedding, Boo actually succeeds, wiping first one claw, then the other.
There we go. Well done.
That's awesome.
Boo, that was a proper foot wipe as well.
They were definitely clean.
Yeah,
They're definitely clean.
Amazing. A few hours ago, neither Bailey nor Boo knew how to wipe their feet.
Get some of that scratching.
But now their owner's commitment to training has been rewarded. Not just with cleaner carpets, but a stronger bond with their pet.
Good girl.
As working with an animal is proven to make it love you more.
I can take home all the training that we've done, and it's inspired me to just keep going.
If this doesn't help her in the roost to raise up a few rungs, then I don't know what will. She's going to go home a diva.
There's definitely a sense of pride with all of the owners when their animal achieves the goal. They suddenly realise what they're capable of in such a short time frame.
And now, back at home, everyone's enjoying their cleaner hallways.
Yeah.